Hey friends, how's it going? It's Ó'hAllmhuráin, Oscailga, Richard O'Halloran in English. Yeah, I like to use the Irish name, you know. It's a long old story. You know it, you learned it in primary school. What have I got to talk about? The rock and roll manager, the agent in soccer, also you know, in the industry as they know it, you know, you could call it Hollywood. Also the man manager, he's very a very common archetype. Now what I think is going on there is men and women, obviously, as opposed to, you know, alright, here's the shocker, there's another race on earth, they're not men, we call them the Dracos. Now I think that spiritually we can do things they can't. You know, I'm a channel, so I can channel like the Council of Nine, I can channel Ra, I can channel the Seven Sisters, the Pleiades, of course. You know, the pharmaceuticals, they do knock a bit of that ability out of you. But anyway, to get back to what I was saying, I think certainly my manager in rock and roll, he was Draco-man, you know, also known as the Anunnaki. You get into like the Middle East history, ancient Middle Eastern history, you've got the tribe, of course, you know, the Anunnaki, yeah, they're written about by the Sumerians. You know, the Sumerians tell of another planet in our solar system, and that'd be Planet X, as NASA would know it, Nibiru. But I'm wondering, because, well, not really, because the Draco-man, like my old rock and roll manager, they came from this other planet in our solar system. Yeah, it is the occult, but the occult, you know, you should definitely get involved with it, because most of the stuff, you know, well, you've got your late Christmas show, you've got Joe Duffy's new book, mainstream radio, get into podcasting. There's a great guy on the scene, he's called John Lash. Also tells the story of the Draco-men. Archons is another term used. It's a complicated situation because, yeah, within the Dracos there's another race, kind of a royal breed, and then you've got the Archons, which are different again, according to some people. But anyway, John Lash tells a great old story. You're talking about the mystery school, also known as the Gnostics. So yeah, the rock and roll manager, right? As a channel, we can do things that they can't. For some reason, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they need men to be the football star. You know, you'd expect that they could do it themselves, and in fact my information is that they do play a lot of football. You've got the Red Devils. What's that about, I wonder? You've got your Rolling Stones, Sympathy for the Devil. They are devil men, and you know, they're involved in history. They take sides. You know, they're in republicanism, they were in communism, both sides, every war. They're quite busy, these Draco men. The information is getting out there in this age. As I say, if you're not too consumed by you know, the Tommy Tiernan show on Saturday night and that kind of shit-brained thinking, you know. So no offense to old Tommy, of course, he probably has a manager too. What else is going on? The football agent, the rock and roll manager. Yeah, I was in like motorcycling. I got out of it for the simple reason that I only did like a few laps, right, before I got disqualified. But yeah, going into that state of consciousness, it's all very, very weird. And also the football, nobody heard of me, of course. I only played one game, but again, I didn't want to stay in that realm of consciousness. It's all very weird. I had a job in technical support, much more grounded. Yeah, so ending up being controlled, right? You don't want that to happen. So I think that I wonder if I'm on my mic. What can happen is holding the handheld camera, sometimes the sound isn't great, so apologies for that. But yeah, you don't want to end up as being summoned to a music festival or getting out of bed in the morning. You don't want to play the game. You have to play the game, and they will take control of you. So watch out for that. So yeah, you've got your Gnostics. They've been around for a long time. They are the rock and roll guys. So certainly get involved with that. I'll wrap up there. I hope that you might get something out of this little talk. Namaste. Restart.